Folks, in my 20 years working as a scout, an analyst, and insider in the NFL, I've seen plenty of blockbuster trades. I've seen teams make seismic shifts. But I can tell you this. What's happening right now, behind closed doors in the shadows of the league offices, is unlike anything I've ever encountered. It's so massive, so audacious, that I guarantee, absolutely guarantee, that the entire foundation of the NFL as you know it is about to shake once more. And here's the kicker. I have exclusive insider information that points directly to a trade that, if it happens, will rewrite the entire landscape of the 2026 season. Stay locked in because what I'm about to tell you could be the biggest story of the offseason, and you don't want to miss it. But first, if you're not subscribed yet, stop everything and do it now. Hit that like button, smash the notification bell, and make sure you're among the elite insiders who get the full, unfiltered scoop before anyone else. Because what I'm about to reveal is for those who crave real NFL truth. No clickbait, no fluff, just pure explosive intel. If you're one of those who wants to be in the know, then buckle up, because we're diving deep into the heart of a conspiracy that's about to change everything. This secret involves a player who's been a cornerstone of his team, a dynamic safety that every scout, every coach, every analyst has admired, Antoine Winfield Jr., of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But what if I told you that he's on the brink of a seismic move that could see him don the Honolulu blue and silver, sealing his fate with the Detroit Lions? And more than that, this move isn't just about player interest. It's about a league-wide chess game, an epic showdown between the Lions, front office, and the NFL's elite power brokers. Now let's peel back the curtain because what I'm about to share isn't just smoke and mirrors. This is real. This is happening right under our noses, and only the most connected insiders are in the know. The question is, what does this mean for the Lions, for Winfield, and for the entire league? You'll want to stay tuned because it gets even crazier. Now, before I dive headlong into this story, let me set the scene. The Detroit Lions just finished a roller coaster 2025 season, ending at 9-8, missing the playoffs for the first time in 3 years. And I know what you're thinking. Why would they make such a bold move now? Well, look at their roster, full of talent, yes, but still missing that one piece that puts them over the top. The secondary, especially the safety position, has a glaring hole. Kerby Joseph has shown flashes, but he's still young, still raw. Their cornerback core is solid, but the deep safety who can generate turnovers, blitz with impact, and change games, Winfield Jr., fits that mold like no other. And here's the clincher. The Lions are acutely aware that their window to grab a Super Bowl is now. The NFC is wide open, with reigning champ Eagles, a resurging 49ers, and the Cowboys always lurking. But what's missing is that game-changing, ball-hawking safety with positional versatility. Enter Antoine Winfield Jr., one of the league's most underrated stars. And let me be clear, this isn't a rumor. This is a planned, orchestrated move, with insider sources telling me that Detroit's brass have been quietly pursuing Winfield for months, exploring ways to bring him into the fold. But why? Let's break down the Lions' needs first, because understanding that will make the magnitude of this trade instantly clear. Team needs breakdown. Why Detroit is going all in now, I'm gonna get real technical here, but stick with me because this is crucial. The Detroit Lions are a team that prides itself on a balanced attack, top-tier offensive line, a developing quarterback in Jared Goff, explosive playmakers like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jameson Williams. But their Achilles heel has always been a secondary that can't consistently shut down the league's best passing offenses. In 2025, their pass defense ranked 22nd overall, allowing over 245 yards per game through the air. Not terrible, but in a league that's becoming more pass-happy than ever, that's a recipe for disaster. Their safeties, while solid, lack the game-breaking qualities desperately needed in high-stakes situations. Kerby Joseph is promising, but he's still learning the nuances of NFL coverage, especially against top-tier tight ends and slot receivers. Film review shows that the Lions' defensive calls often leave a gap in coverage, miscommunications, or a lack of athleticism to close quick routes. Analytics confirm this. Their expected points added, EPA allowed on passing plays, was above league average, especially in third-and-long situations. The need for a playmaker with instinct, range, and versatility has never been more pressing. Furthermore, in the recent NFL draft, the Lions prioritized offensive talent, leaving their secondary somewhat exposed. The coaching staff has openly talked about adding speed and instincts to the back end, and that's where Winfield Jr. comes in, the perfect solution. It's out there. And the price tag isn't just a first-round pick. It's a combination of draft capital, salary cap gymnastics, and strategic roster moves. More on that in a moment. But make no mistake, Detroit's front office has identified their missing link, and Anton Winfield Jr. fits the mold, the elite bond safer who can cover deep blitz and create chaos in the backfield. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. The reveal, why Anton Winfield Jr. is the game changer. Let's get into film. Winfield Jr. isn't just a name, he's an absolute beast when it comes to his skill set. His 2023 performance, 6 sacks, 3 interceptions, 12 pass deflections, showed a level of aggressiveness and playmaking that's rare for a safety. His ability to generate pass rush from the secondary is something most teams only dream of. Just watch his game against the Falcons in Week 8, dicing up the line of scrimmage, reading the quarterback's eyes, and firing off the snap with relentless precision. His ball skills, off the charts. The eye test is clear. He has a knack for baiting quarterbacks, jumping routes, and forcing turnovers at critical moments. His 6 sacks in 2023 are proof of his blitzing ability, and advanced metrics, like Pro Football Focus, coverage grade, rank him among the top safeties when healthy. Now let's talk numbers. His 2025 season was marred by injury. An ankle problem limited him to just 9 games. But when healthy, his impact is undeniable. His 122 combined tackles in 2023 show his bad intentions. In the advanced stats realm, his missed tackle rate is among the best for safeties, an indicator of both athleticism and discipline. Plus, his coverage metrics, covering slot WRs and tight ends, are elite. Imagine him in Detroit's defensive scheme, playing as a hybrid safety linebacker. His athletic profile matches what Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn want. An unpredictable, versatile defender who can disguise blitzes, shut down the middle of the field, and make game-changing plays. The league whispers are loud. Scouts, analysts, and even GMs have been raving about Winfield Jr.'s untapped potential and athletic ceiling. The media worldwide has caught on. NFL Network, ESPN, even Europe's top outlets are declaring him a defensive chess piece, capable of transforming defenses overnight. So what if the Lions could get him? And here's the key, if they can figure out the trade logistics, this isn't just a pipe dream. It's a real, tangible possibility, and I'll tell you exactly how that could happen next. Trade mechanics, how could this actually play out? This is where league insiders get nervous, because the trade landscape for Winfield Jr. isn't straightforward. Tampa Bay, despite their secondary struggles, values their young star highly. They see him as a future Pro Bowler, a cornerstone of their defense. But if the Buccaneers are rebuilding, especially after a disappointing 5-12 season, they might be open to moving him for the right price. The key question, what would it take? Given his contract, an $84 million deal signed in 2024 that runs through 2027, with a cap hit of around $20 million per year, the Lions would have to make some cap gymnastics. But here's the trick. Tampa's cap situation could be adjusted with strategic restructures, void years, or even including an existing player in the deal. Possible compensation package. I'd expect something like a 2026 first-round pick, likely top 20, perhaps a second-rounder in 2027, plus a player, maybe a young offensive lineman or a seasoned linebacker. The Buccaneers might even ask for a depth player or a conditional pick, depending on Winfield's performance. The league is buzzing about how the Lions could leverage their own assets, perhaps sending a mid-round pick and taking on a chunk of salary, plus using a combination of their cap space and future assets to sweeten the deal. It's a complex dance, but not impossible. The Lions might even include a player like Jeff Okudah if Tampa wants to bolster their secondary on the cheap. From Tampa's perspective, losing Winfield Jr. is a huge blow, but if they're rebuilding or retooling their secondary around younger guys, say Christian Izien or Jamel Dean, they might see this as a move to reset their roster while acquiring draft capital and cap relief. This trade's ripple effects could be felt league-wide. The Buccaneers get a rebuild shot, the Lions get a defensive superstar, and the NFL landscape shifts overnight. Fit and impact, Will Winfield thrive in Detroit? Now let's analyze how Anton Winfield Jr. fits into the Lions' scheme. Coach Dan Campbell's team is evolving into a gritty, versatile defense built around aggressive front seven play and smart secondary coverage. His skill set, dynamic blitzing, ball-hawking instincts, and coverage versatility aligns perfectly with what Detroit's defense needs. Playing alongside Kirby Joseph, he would form a nightmare matchup for offenses, smarter, faster, and more unpredictable. Compare him to similar players, say Tyrann Mathieu or Jesse Bates. Winfield Jr. offers comparable range and instincts but adds an extra element of explosiveness with his pass rush capabilities. He could be a true, quintessential, hybrid safety linebacker, much like the league's most feared defenders. Projected impact, immediate. His ability to generate turnovers, coupled with Campbell's aggressive, attacking philosophy, would create instant chaos for opponents. The Lions, already with a top 10 scoring defense, could take a leap into the elite echelon of NFL units, making their offense's job easier and increasing their chances of playoff success. But let's not forget the worst-case scenario. If he suffers another injury, like the ankle setback in 2024, his impact diminishes. The fit could be awkward if schemes don't align quickly, and if Tampa asks for too much, Detroit's draft arsenal might be depleted too early. Still, the upside? Massive. Winfield Jr. could be the missing puzzle piece that elevates the Lions from a good team to a true Super Bowl contender. Final verdict, what should you expect? Listen, I've been around this league long enough to know that when insiders start whispering about a trade like this, it's not just idle chatter. This is a calculated, strategic move. The Lions' front office has the vision, the assets, and the desire to make it happen. And Anton Winfield Jr., a player I consider one of the league's most underrated stars, fits perfectly into that vision. All signs point to keep your eyes peeled over the next few weeks. The NFL's offseason is about to get explosive. Expect rumors, high-stakes negotiations, and maybe the most surprising trade of this generation. For those of you who love the NFL's chess match, mark my words, this is just the beginning. The Lions are about to shatter expectations, and Winfield Jr. will be at the heart of it. Stay locked in because I'll be here digging deeper, exposing every twist and turn. When this trade drops, if it happens, it'll be a moment etched into NFL history forever. And remember, nothing is too big, nothing is too bold when the league's future is on the line. This isn't just a rumor. It's a revolution, and you're now in the front seat. And that's just the start. Trust me, the best is yet to come.